No groupings. Cool thing to have in your vocabulary, man. If you haven't messed around with no groupings before, then it's something that you might want to consider adding to your bag of tricks because they're great for fills, great for phrasings, really great for soloing because there's a ton of different stuff that you can do with groupings. So this is more or less no grouping 101. This is for beginners that have never messed around with the concept before, and but you've heard it, or maybe you heard something like it and thought it was cool but didn't know what it was. It's probably groupings, but I'm just going to show you some really simple ways to introduce yourself to the idea of playing groupings on the kit. I'm going to show you three groupings of 3, 5, and 7. These are the three that we're going to mess with today. And it's just a foot in the door, man. This is just an introduction to how to play groupings on the kit. Now, there's a very good chance that you just missed everything that I said because you were completely distracted by this dope shirt. And I don't blame you because this is a dope shirt. If you want to get one, just hit that link in the description box, head on over to the merch shop and pick one up. There's a whole bunch of cool shirts in there for drummers. Summer's coming up, you know what I mean? Show up at the gig wearing something like this. They might pay you a little bit extra. Now, I can't make no promises, but you'll at least be supporting the channel, and that's a good thing. Now, you might not even be aware of it, but you've been playing note groupings the entire time. If you've ever played a 16th note fill, that's a 4-note grouping. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? It's a 4-note grouping. Today, we're going to be dealing with 3, 5, and 7. Now, the reason why note groupings are so cool, like inside of fills, phrases, solos, stuff like that, is because it's all because of the accent, right? When you're dealing with a 4-note grouping, everything's nice and even. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and it's dead on against the 4. When you're dealing with odd numbers, the placement of the accent sort of gives the illusion of like metric modulation, if you want to call it that. But everything is still in 4, right? So as long as your brain can hear where the accent is against the 4, your options are endless. You can do all kinds of stuff with it. So a 3-note grouping, right, would have the accent every 3 notes. So instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? If this is our time, 3-note grouping would be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, that kind of thing. 5-note, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. So those are note groupings. We're playing 16th notes, like a string of 16th notes, but instead of dividing them up into even boxes of 4, we're having different groupings of either 3, 5, or 7. So the accents end up pushing and pulling against the 1, which gives you that cool illusion. So when you go to play fills, man, you sound like a genius. Now, nobody does this better than Vinny Colaiuta. The guy is a friggin' wizard with no groupings. But today we're gonna keep it simple, man. I'm gonna show you, these are like training wheels for no groupings. I'm gonna show you 3 super simple but wicked useful stickings to get you around the drums. All right, so the first one I'm gonna show you is a 3-note grouping. Step number 1, of course, as with any other type of sticking that I show you, get the pattern down first. Play it on one source, all right? So you can burn it inside of your brain. The only thing you want to be concerned with is the sticking with all 3 of these exercises. So the first one is very simple, right, left, left. And how you're going to play them? All the rights are going to be accents. All the lefts are going to be ghost notes. So your left hand, or your right hand if you're left-handed, is going to stay right down here, nice and planted. And those ghost notes are going to be played nice and small. And then your accents are going to be played with a bit of intent. Now, once you've got it down on the pad, you got the sticking down in your head, it feels good, you know what it is. Now you want to hear it in context, right? So this time, we're going to incorporate it inside of a groove, and then we're just going to loop it. So it'll be a 4-bar loop. Going to play 2 bars of groove, and then 2 bars of the grouping. So just play a nice, super simple, straightforward, boom, crack, boom, boom, crack. If you got enough coordination to get the left foot happening for you slightly more advanced players, if you want to get that left foot happening on 2 and 4, feel free to do it. But yeah, that's all you're going to do, man. 2 bars of groove, 2 bars of the sticking. All right, sticking never changes. Don't worry about what drums you're hitting. There's nothing that you're going to play that won't sound good. So don't concern yourself with the drums, right? Plant that left hand, and then just concentrate on the sticking, and then just move your right hand around. Now the next one is 5 note grouping, all right? Now the sticking, I just want to say the sticking for these exercises is just going to make it super easy to get around the drums because it really doesn't require much at all aside from just separating the hands. And the way they're played with the accents is almost kind of like how you're counting them. So it makes it a lot easier to play. So 5, the sticking for the 5 is going to be right, left, right, left, left, right, left, right, left, left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That kind of thing, right? Left hand stays planted again, and then the right hand on the snare first. Make sure you get that down. But just really emphasize those accents when you play the 5. And then the last one, 7 note grouping. The sticking for the 7 is just like the 5 with 1 extra right left before the last 2 lefts. All right? So the 5 again was right left, right left, left, right left, right left, left, right left, right left, left. The 7 is going to be right left, right left, right left, right left, right left, right, right left, right left, right left, left, like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the accents just help to make it musical, and it also helps you to remember the sticking. So if you've written these three down, right, on a sheet of paper, you might have noticed that there's a little bit of a pattern happening. So the 3-note grouping has 1 right. The 5-note grouping has 2 rights. And then the 7-note grouping has 3 rights. So this is important when you go to mix it up later on, because it's just going to help you to remember. As long as you keep your left hand planted and you know how many rights you're playing, that's basically how you're going to remember them. So again, the challenging thing with all of these is being able to hear the accents against the quarter, because they're constantly going to be moving around. After you've gotten used to all of these 3, the 4th exercise, bring them all together, right? Because you want to be able to sort of weave in and out of all of these, from the 3 to the 7 to the 5 to the 3 to the 5 to the 7 to the whatever, right? Because all of this stuff just kind of opens up your options as far as phrasing, fills, and plugging it into solos and stuff like that. The thing to remember is that you're still playing just a string of 16 notes. They're just grouped differently. So there's really no need to worry about, getting tripped up and, what time signature am I playing in and all that. It's all in 4. Just think about the quarter note. If you play with enough intent, you'll be able to play this kind of stuff without throwing anybody off. That's the beauty of note groupings, man, because it just, again, it gives the illusion that you're constantly, moving the time around. You're not, really. It's all in 4. Imagine you have a white picket fence, right? And you have a can of black paint, and you paint, say, every 5th one black. The length of the fence is exactly the same, right? It's just like every 5th one is painted black. So it appears uneven, but it's not. Like, it's the exact same structure. So yeah, so the 4th exercise, pick a nice comfortable tempo on your metronome. And then you don't have to use a groove for this one. Just practice, start with the 3 and then, see if you can start moving around through all of them. 3s, the 5s, and the 7s. Just go back and forth and back and forth. So there you go, man. I'm gonna stop there because if you're a beginner with this, this is kind of like mind-blowing stuff at this point, and it's a lot to take in. So take your time with this, man. Make sure that you get comfortable. Your ears are gonna get trained in the process to be able to hear one accent against another. This is all gonna be applicable later. But what I showed you today is really just the tip of the iceberg, man. There's a lot of cool stuff that you can do with no groupings, especially when you start to involve the feet. But this will be enough to fill your plate for now, man. So I'm gonna stop here and let you loose. Don't forget to have fun with it. So that's it for me, man. Thanks for watching this video. Share it if you dig it. If you're new to the channel, welcome. This is a cool spot to be. Go ahead and hit that notification bell so you know when the next video is coming out. Go ahead and drop a comment below. Don't forget to pick up a t-shirt, like, subscribe. See you next video.